guys, welcome back to a new vlog. This is my moving vlog. Now, it comes with some caveats right now. I'm starting this on Thursday. As of right now, my lease in this current apartment ends in 1 week and 1 day, next Friday. And I currently do not have an apartment approved to move into. You'll have to wait and see what city we are going to, but we went and toured apartments on Saturday, so earlier this week, and then filled out an application for one that evening. And haven't heard back yet, but it's also because it was MLK Day on Monday. Basically, we called this morning. They're doing a pet screening on Maddie's cat, and we should hear back by end of day. And honestly, if they deny us for any reason, I don't really know what I'm gonna do because my lease is ending and I have to be out, and I've already started packing up. So at this point, I would probably put all my stuff in a storage unit and I don't know, flee the country, like buy a one-way ticket out and say see you later. Been extremely anxious for the past couple of days worrying about this. My credit's fine. It's not the outstanding level, but it's good. You know, I'm only 24. What can you expect? They wouldn't find anything concerning in my background check. So hopefully everything is positive. However, still very anxious until we hear yes, because it's been too long and I'm worried and I don't have other solutions. I'm going to bring you along to pack with me anyways. We will find out together about the apartment. Hopefully, they said we should have a decision by end of day today, which is less than a week until our move-in date. Like literally this time next week, we would be in the apartment. Thursdays, I work from home, so I have been doing like work stuff this morning, and I'll have to go in tomorrow, but then the weekend is just gonna be pack central. I almost was gonna go to Atlanta for an audition, but I just don't think realistically that will work out, especially if for some reason it does come back denied and I'm scrambling to figure things out. I think I'm going to just stay here. The current status is a little crazy. Gosh, I also just realized I always try to avoid showing out my window to not tell people where I am, but since I'm leaving this apartment, I can just show you. I'm on the ground floor. This is where I live. It is called Riverbend Commons. Apartment reveal, I guess. Saying goodbye. This is where I moved in right out of undergrad when I went into grad school at the University of Alabama. I really enjoyed it. It was the perfect place for grad school and to start my adult life. And now I am moving in with Maddie. Starting off with some lunch. Trader Joe's gnocchi is so delicious. Just heating this up. What is to get the frog shelf and the stuffed animal corner packed up on my lunch break before I start doing more work again. And a lot of the stuff on this frog shelf is breakable, so bubble wrap is so expensive. Why does nobody talk about that? Not so expensive, but it was a lot more expensive than I expected it to be. These guys are all going in a trash bag. I put all of my pillows in trash bags too because that's just easier than them taking up space in boxes. I'm gonna see if I can get some froggies wrapped in bubble wrap before I have to go in 10 minutes. The time I had, so we're gonna have to tune back in after work. Good morning, happy Friday. Crazy that in exactly 1 week from today it will be my last time waking up in this apartment. It's exciting, it's sad. I've been really anxious last night, so I didn't do any more packing or vlogging, clearly, but I am up this morning. I'm about to head to work. I work currently from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. with a lunch break in the middle. So that is what we're gonna do today. On my lunch break, I actually have to go get a document notarized and mail something to my sister. And then after work, the weekend will be packed with packing. I am planning to spend almost all of Saturday and Sunday packing. I was debating, again, going to Atlanta for that audition. I just don't think it's gonna work out right now, even though that would be an exciting thing to do. You can't really see, but I have pants on. I'm about to throw a sweater over this. It's all a little bit scary and stressful and really just jumping off the cliff, it feels like. But as for the apartment approval, they needed a few more documents from my previous landlords, which hopefully they've been sent over. The new apartment lady said that if she received them by end of day yesterday, then we should be approved this morning. Fingers crossed. I'm still nervous until we sign that lease, but it is crazy that it is less than a week until what our move date would be, and then it is exactly 1 week until I have to be out of this apartment. I'm scared. But let's go to work because there's nothing we can do right now, and that's what I've been telling myself this whole week, is sometimes there's just nothing I can do. I just have to wait. I just got home for lunch. I got my document notarized. So I've never done that before. It was really easy. All he had to do was watch me sign it and then stamp it. In case you're wondering, no. I have not heard back if the apartment is approved yet. Heading home from work, I cannot explain the level of stress I have felt today and just this week in general. The update is the apartment still has not been approved. It feels like every day they need something else from us, and today was supposedly the last thing, which was we had sent in bank statements to verify. And the reason I chose bank statements is because I have multiple incomes, so I wanted them to kind of see that. Obviously my main income by itself is enough for what they need, but you know, it can't hurt because I'm also a fitness instructor. I also do photography, so having that in there I thought couldn't hurt. But basically they requested pay stubs instead. Well, not instead, but I guess in addition to, and so that they could run that through their employment verifier and, you know, give us the good to go. But the place I work, which is the University of Alabama right now, is the pay stubs are password protected. So I gave the password, but still it doesn't work through their system because you can't put that in without a I don't know. And Maddie's, I guess, just didn't go through very well. So like, the system must be crazy, but that's okay. So instead, they need each of our bosses to fill out an employee verification form, but we didn't get that until like 3:30. And now it's 4:30, so they're gonna be closed in half an hour. And my boss is busy, like she has so much to do, so she wasn't gonna be able to fill it out until after work hours. And the property manager doesn't come in on weekends, so basically the answer is now we aren't gonna know until Monday if we're approved. And at this point, we have to kind of assume and hope because I need to pack up my apartment. We're gonna try and let that focus leave my brain because I feel like it's been consuming my thoughts this entire week as I try and wait and hope for the apartment to get approved. And knowing that there is no way we can have an answer before Monday now, I think I'm gonna try and let it dissipate as much as I can, which is easier said than done. But about to go on a little walk and then gonna spend the weekend packing because either way, I have to leave the apartment I'm currently in. I just hope that someday I can look back on this vlog and remember how just insanely anxious I was feeling and know that I'm not feeling that anymore. If you're also moving and things feel crazy and things feel uncertain, it's gonna be okay. At the end of the day keeps going, the time keeps moving, another day appears, and you just keep going.
I'm teaching a strength class this morning, so I need to leave in literally 12 minutes. Let's get ready super fast. I need contacts, I need clothes, and I need a drink of water. First of all, I'm crazy. I was exactly half an hour off of my time expectation that I was supposed to leave, so I don't have to leave right now. Second, my hair is absolutely crazy right now. I can't figure out what it's doing. I am a little bit sad because I typically go to ballet on Saturday mornings, but whenever I teach the 10 a.m. class, I can't go to ballet because ballet starts at 10:30. Now, the other thing I keep forgetting is that I will be coming back to Tuscaloosa a good bit for grad photos because I'm a photographer. I have quite a few people already booked. So if any of them don't overlap with 10 a.m., which most of them shouldn't because any of my morning sessions will do early and then afternoon sessions are obviously later, then I could theoretically go to ballet class in between. Just depends where I'm staying and what's going on. I'm gonna speak my to-do list out loud so that this can hold me accountable. When I get home from teaching, I want to clean out my car because I know half of it is stuff I want to donate and half of it is stuff that needs to come inside and be packed. Then I want to clean out the fridge because theoretically, again, hoping for the best, not technically approved yet, but theoretically, be leaving in 3 days. So anything that's potentially about to be expired or is already expired or can't be transferred well, leftovers that we haven't eaten, is gonna be tossed. So that way I know exactly how much food we have, what we need to eat before then. Then my next large task is going to be the walls. I've already started taking some stuff off of the walls and exposing the insane amount of command hooks I have up. But taking every single command hook off carefully is going to be a tedious and terrifying and long process. So that is on the list up next. I have a few things I need to do on my phone or computer for scheduling grads, posting for my mom's social media, different things like that. And then I'm also gonna make a stuffed manicotti for dinner because I know I got stuff for that, and that is a big meal that can probably have leftovers for tomorrow. I need to switch laundry, and besides that, just doing any other little packing things that I can find. I feel like once I get the walls down, it's gonna start coming together a lot more. There will be 2 trips there, so would drive down Wednesday night because I work remotely on Thursday, so I can unload all of Wednesday night, work on Thursday, drive back, finish unloading Thursday afternoon, drive back here. I work in person on Friday and then load up the last things, which the last load would be where I do all of my plants and the extra food and all the last bits. And that also leaves it to where most of the stuff is out so I could clean on Friday before I have to, I guess, check out. That's so sad to think about. Anywho, now I have 10 minutes until I leave, wearing my cute little cherry socks today and just an all black outfit. Things like teaching workout classes and things that are just normal in my day and kind of distract me from emotions are really helpful right now. So I'm excited to go and teach. Half of this needs to come inside and half of it's going to the Goodwill. I'm gonna sort it real quick. Plus, deal with all of this disaster on the ground.
Hey vlog, how's it going? Sarah's currently packing. Today now. I'm hanging out after work.
good morning, happy Sunday. I feel like I keep forgetting to vlog at nights because I get very nighttime scaries and I'm just packing, laundry all over the place after I make dinner, which I guess I didn't even film dinner either. I made stuffed manicotti last night, which, oh, hold on, my gas is done. As I was saying, I have never made stuffed manicotti before. I've made stuffed shells, but I wanted to see if it was different. Not that much different, but I think I would have liked it better in a meat sauce rather than just a marinara. So I'm gonna have to try that next time. Today, I am just packing again. I have my aerial class tonight in Birmingham. It's sad to start having all of these lasts, which I know they're not the very last time I'll do things because I'm gonna be coming back to Tuscaloosa quite a few weekends for graduates. So theoretically, if I book correctly, I should be able to still go to my ballet class or go to my aerial class or teach another bar class, these types of things. But it's still sad to be doing all of them for the last time, like living here. Getting ready for ballet in my apartment, which my last class for that will be tomorrow. Or getting dressed for aerial and getting ready to go. Because I remember when I graduated undergrad and I wasn't so busy anymore and I was starting to transition into adulthood and to the point where you make your own schedule, you sign yourself up for things that you want to do, and I stepped out of my comfort zone to try aerial classes. That was 2 years ago. It's just interesting to kind of close this chapter and now have to restart again in a new city. It's also raining today, which kind of adds to the mood. It's just starting to get to the point where it's getting close, but it's also feeling very overwhelming still, like there's still so much to do. And I work full time, so I'm gonna be working tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, so this is my last day to pack. After this, I'll just have evenings. We will see what we can do. I'm also gonna go to Trader Joe's tonight and get a bunch of frozen meals. Well, not a bunch, enough to survive me until I leave, because I wanna be able to pack out my cooking tools. So the stuffed manicotti might actually be the last meal that I make in this apartment. I'm feeling very emotional about everything. Just trying to remind myself that everything happens for a reason, and the place that I end up next is going to provide me with those next steps towards my life. Whether they're ones I immediately enjoy and love, or things that I don't love and then I learn. The amount of command hooks I have in this apartment, I need them to sponsor me for real. Mistake and sat down on the couch for lunch. So it's been an hour and I have not gotten up. I did finish lunch a while ago. I have approximately 1 hour until I need to get dressed and leave for my aerial class, and I just hit a point where I feel like I've done so much, but there's still so much to do, and I'm struggling to see
an end in sight. Things, because obviously I have all of this packed up, but then if you peek around, there's still some things here, you know, a few things in the closet of the front. Like this bar cart, the stuff needs to be taken off of it. I still have 3 cubes in the cube thing, a few things on that table. Like most of the cabinets are still full in here. We've got this shelf in the laundry room. The bathroom shelf needs to be cleaned out and under the cabinets. I don't know, it just is feeling quite overwhelming, and I don't know. Maybe the best way would be for me to make a list so I can check things off and feel good about that. Ignore that I'm wearing gray on gray now. I got cold. I don't really care. But I wanted to share a hack because I can't remember when I learned this, but this is how I sealed up all my clothes when I got my apartment fumigated when I had a roach infestation. And I feel like this will be perfect for moving clothes as well. So basically what you do is you take a trash bag. This works for clothes on a hanger, I should have said, but you take a trash bag, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see this because this is a small tight closet, but you take the trash bag up around the clothes, and then once you get it pretty far up, I usually just take all of the hangers off, and then you take the little strings that you would use to tie up the trash bag, and I usually set it on the ground. It's a little easier that way. You put them around the hangers, and you can just leave it like that, or you can like pull it tighter if you want. I'm just gonna leave it like this, but then you can transport your clothes just like this. I don't even put them in a box or anything. I'm just gonna lay them all in the back seat of my car, and then you can just go straight into hanging them in your next closet. Sorry for this crazy angle, but this is what we're working with right now. I'll show you the few things that I got at Trader Joe's. Some jasmine rice to pair with the beef I already have in the fridge. Knee deep in the passenger seat. Then I got a 4-pack of rolls to make sandwiches on because I have some turkey left. A little bit of chocolate to power me through this week. There's only 2 more items. Got some ravioli, this is my dinner tonight. And lastly, a buttered chicken with basmati rice. Delicious meal, love it. We'll use it for one of my lunches or dinners. Oh, isn't it looking so crazy in here? So tragically from here on out, the car clips stopped recording audio, which is much more unfortunate in part 2 of this vlog because I took a lot of car clips, but I think here I was just giving updates and basically saying that this has been long enough already and I will need to do a part 2. So stay tuned for that. You'll get to see some beautiful U-Haul content and the beginnings of our new apartment. So thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far, and here is me saying bye!